Hello and welcome on how to deal custom amounts of damage to mobs in Minecraft, which allow you to do things like this. I mean, it's pretty cool. Anyway, there wasn't a single video on how to do this on the whole internet, so I decided to make the video myself. And there's two parts to this. The first part, which is these two, deal damage to the mob, and the next part, which is these two, like show that damage is being dealt to the mob. With these two, well, firstly, before you do anything, you need to type slash scoreboard objectives, add health, and then dummy. This is just to get the health scoreboard. All of the commands won't work without this, so just add it. Yeah, but anyway, with these two, if you look on the right scoreboard, which is health, when you click this button, it takes health away from the cow. And both of these are taken from Cloudwood's video on how to deal damage to mobs in Minecraft. But what it lacks is these three, which is what I'm going to explain. I'm not going to explain these two because you can just watch his video. Yeah, but anyway, so the first command, which was this one, was the it's which took a long time because well, what I originally did, I gave the cow resistance, and then I applied instant damage to the cow to make it look like it had taken damage like that, and then I took the resistance away. The only problem was that the cow, like, if the cow had resistance beforehand, then when you take the resistance away, it also takes that resistance away that you had beforehand. So I needed to find a solution, and that was to like apply a resistance for 0 ticks. That way, once all of these commands have finished running, the resistance would automatically be taken away from the game. And for some reason, I also had to include this hidden effects, which messed a lot of things up. But including it for some reason fixes it. I don't know how. But yeah, that's the basis of this command. You just execute as everything because data modify doesn't work on everything, and then you just give everything effects resistance for 0 ticks. If you want to know why the amplifier is 109, that's just a random number I came up with. And for the next part, you apply instant damage to the mob to like simulate it taking damage. And this top command applies instant health to all undead mobs, since you know undead mobs only take damage from instant health, and they don't take damage from instant damage. Yeah, that's the basis of these three commands. It's not that well, it's simple when you explain it like that. So yeah, you will just be able to copy and paste all of these in because they'll be in the description. Also, one other important thing to know is if you give them, uh, if you give the cow resistance with a amplifier higher than 127, then when it takes damage, that resistance will no longer be there. So you just need to make sure that the resistance is below 127 or just 127. That way when it takes damage, the resistance is still there, as you can see. But if you want to know how this array works, it's these commands. They're just a copy and paste of those commands with one thing at the start. To this execute at a type equals arrow, this just gets the distance or the position of the arrow. And then if it's within a distance of 4 of the arrow, then you just do the rest of the commands. It's pretty simple. But then you can do this without having to aim at the cow. Anyway, that's it for this video. Yay, hopefully this solved your problem. If not, comment it and then I'll stress about how to solve it.